Yeshua, the archetype of the scapegoat of humankind, casting all blame for the dysfunctions and evils of society on the devil himself, like always. Yeshua, is he an archetype or is he for real or both? The scapegoat is the outcast who has lived throughout the history of mankind, ostracized and persecuted for pointing out the truth in community, family, nation, and world. Usually, the outcast and scapegoat has the vision or inner sight, which is referred to in many traditions as the seer, who can see and notice the details and what transpires behind the mechanisms of people and society that most are unable to perceive. He or she is condemned to the shadows of brimstone, crosses, and fire by the masses, who for the most part have been conditioned and brainwashed by the forces of this world that thrive and sustain themselves on the acquisition of external worldly power and by manipulating the masses at their own convenience and to their own detriment and that of the world as well, as usual. As we can see today, many are being scapegoated, such as the witch, and the LGBTQ, and the trans, and all those considered others and different, out of fear based on ignorance. These religious extremists are unable to reach out to the other because in their infantile mind, the other is the devil himself. And so Yeshua is the archetype of the scapegoat, the one rendered mad, eccentric, unusual, different. Oh my, the devil himself incarnate, the black sheep of the entire world, the one who points out the inconsistencies and dysfunctions of those who are like wolves in sheep's clothing, and who persecute Maria the wise for falling in love with Nathaniel, while Nathaniel, the Puritan head of the church, has committed adultery and gotten away with it just because he is in a position of power and privilege and is a man concealing his dysfunction behind religion. And so, as the story goes, and as it happens throughout history, the devil is in the person of the scapegoat has to suffer all the injustices of the mob and the masses, society, eventually casting all blame on him and her, and that way deflecting from themselves full ownership and responsibility for their innate dysfunction, evil inclination, dysfunctional thoughts and emotions and actions. And so what happens? That the status quo continues to rot to the point where the entire system collapses due to the silencing of the wise seer while giving power and attention and obedience to the archetype of ignorance and the dysfunctional aggrandized ego. It takes a real goat to notice the golem identity, meaning that the goat is that one who is wide awake and can notice what the nice obedient sheep cannot see for themselves, who are being deceived and manipulated towards evil, and who are being led by the blind towards their own destruction. The blind are those lacking the sight, inner sight. How convenient to blame the devil and the demon and the marginalized in society, projecting onto them all the dysfunction that has taken possession of the mind of the accuser, who is possessed by all those dark elements lurking within the shadow self, ready to strike at the untouchables of the world, blaming these untouchables for their own bad decisions, evil actions, and prejudices. Many a time dressing all these dark shadow contents as religion and piety that is ready to send the scapegoat Yeshua back to Golgotha. Well, back to Golgotha at any time? Do you think so? Because these people cannot bear to look in the mirror and see the truth about the quality and health of their own souls. From the Diaries of Maria, Consort of Yeshua, the Scapegoat.